Hi, this is John with aFe. We're here to install the rock sliders on an Outback. Here I wanted to show you all the parts that come included in the kit. We have the instruction sheets, we have rivet nuts, and we have all the screws. So we are including a rivet nut tool to help you install the riv nuts if you don't have a rivet nut driver. So the sliders mount to the factory holes that hold this plastic cladding on. We remove this with the pop clips and we put riv nuts in all of those holes, and that's what holds the rock slider to the rocker panel. No cutting, no modifications to make them fit. So the first step is going to be to remove the pop clips in the front where the mud flap goes, and then remove all of the pop clips along the bottom. At this point, you can see where all the holes are that we're going to install the riv nuts. So now that we've removed the rocker panel, we'll show you where you're going to install the 6mm rivet nuts and the 8mm rivet nuts. Here's where we'll use our rivet nut tool to drive the rivet nuts.
When using our tool, you want to make sure that your riv nut is flush against the body as you tighten it. A little bit of pressure on your ratchet here, just keep it nice and flat.
Once the rivet nuts are set, remove the bolts. As Steven continues to install the rivet nuts, we'll go talk about the sliders. Here we have the sliders, and what we did with these is we made the outer tube 1.5 inch, 120 wall to handle any of the impacts from the side. On the bottom, we used an 1/8 inch plate that's laser cut and formed to fit the rocker panel and wrap around the pinch rail. The top is a lighter material just for stepping, but the bottom will handle all the load. So before proceeding and putting the rock slider up on the vehicle, we want to remove the push pin for the mud flap here. So we'll just pop that out, and we'll want to make sure that we push the slider up under that before we start putting the screws in. So at this point, we'll hang the rock slider from the top, but while doing that, we want to slide it under here. Hence, 2 people required to do this. So then this will be pulled back and the screws installed last. Got it. And here you can see how we wrap around the pinch rail. That gives us full support of the pinch rail. We can use it as a jack point or sliding on rocks. Now that we have all of the screws started, we'll start with the bottom screws and snug them up before we go to the top screws. That'll pull the slider up snug with the pinch rail and the rocker panel. Now we have one side finished, we repeat the whole process on the other side. As you can see, we did no cutting. We used all the factory holes and used the riv nuts to fill those holes, and everything bolted right up to the factory mounting points. So there's no cutting, no drilling whatsoever. So our goal was to make something that looked like it belonged on the Outback, a little bit more aggressive than the plastic cladding, and I think we achieved it. This is the plastic cladding that usually comes down about this far. So you're going to hit this a couple of inches before you're going to ever hit the rock slider, which will protect your vehicle. This is not much protection. And you now have a platform to step on to get to your gear on your roof. I hope you can use them when you're off-roading, camping, mountain biking, anytime you're using your Subaru Outback. Thank you for watching, and please see afepower.com for all of our trail steps and rock sliders that are available for the Subaru Outback.